Last week, we talked about self doubt. We discovered that the biggest battles isn't always about circumstances. Sometimes it is the story we believed about ourselves. But today, I want to ask you a different question. What happens when you stop trusting your own voice? You begin to trust everyone else. You ask everyone what they think. Before asking yourself, you become afraid of disappointing people. So you keep disappointing yourself. You say yes, even when your heart is begging you to say no. And here is the frightening part. Most people don't even know they are doing it. They call it being nice, being selfless, being humble. But sometimes, what looks like humble is actually fear wearing mask. Today, let's talk about the hiding cost behind people pleasing because it is costing you something far more valuable than your time. It is costing you. This is Goodness speaking, and you're welcome to Goodness Diary. This is a weekly reminder that you are not behind, you are becoming. So, wherever you are watching me from, I am truly glad you are here today. Now, have a seat. Take a deep breath. Let's have an honest conversation. Can I tell you something that changed the way I see people? Do you know no child is born as people pleaser? Think about that. Children are honest. If they are tired, they cry. If they are angry, they show it. If they don't like something, they say it. So somewhere along the journey, something changed. Maybe love felt conditional. Maybe you were praised only when you behaved. Maybe your home was peaceful only when you stayed quiet. Maybe saying no came with rejection. Maybe being the good one became your identity. So your brain learned something. If I make everyone happy, I will be accepted. What began as a survival became your personality. The tragedy is you grew up, but the survival strategy never left. Here is something psychology teaches us. Your brain is designed to keep you safe, not free. If pleasing people protected you years ago, your brain keeps repeating the same pattern, even when it is hurting you. That's why boundaries feels uncomfortable. Not because they are wrong, but because your nervous system mistakes boundaries for danger. Listen to that again. Your nervous system mistakes boundaries for danger. So every time you choose yourself, you feel guilty. Not because you are selfish, but because your brain thinks something bad is about to happen. That changes everything, doesn't it? You are not weak. You are responding to an old survival pattern. But every survival strategy has a price. Every time you betray yourself to keep someone else's comfortable, your self-respect pays the price. And remember, self-respect isn't lost in one big decision. It is lost in 100 tiny moments. The moment you stayed silent, the moment you accepted less than you deserve, the moment you laugh when something actually hurts you, the moment you say it is okay when it wasn't. Eventually, you become good at reading everyone else's emotions that you forgot how to read your own. Then one day, someone asks you, what do you want? You don't even know what to say and how to say it. Not because you don't have dreams, but because you have spent so many years becoming what everyone wanted you to be. Here is one of the hardest truths I have ever learned. People can love the version of you that keeps sacrificing yourself without ever knowing the real you. Listen to that again. If someone only loves you when you are constantly shrinking yourself, they don't actually know you. They are attached to your convenience. Real love doesn't require you to disappear. Healthy relationship don't grow because one person is constantly sacrificing themselves. They grow because both people can be honest. This is how to break free from people pleasing. So how do you stop people pleasing? Not by being rude, not by being cold, not by fighting everyone. You start with one simple sentence. Let me think about it. That's it. You don't owe everyone an immediate yes. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, am I doing this because I genuinely want to do it? Or I am afraid because I'm thinking about what they will say if I don't do it? That one question can change your life because love gives freely. Fear gives itself away. And there is a difference. The people who truly love you may not always like your boundaries, but they will learn to respect them. The people who become angry every time you say no, they're often benefiting from the fact you never did. This week, I don't want you to change your whole life. I just want you to practice one sentence. Let me think about it. Before saying yes, before committing, before sacrificing yourself, pause, choose, and think about it. Then next Friday, come back and tell me what changed. Before you leave today, finish this sentence in the comment section. I have been abandoning myself by, you write it down there. No long explanation, just one honest sentence. Healing begins where honesty begins. And if this conversation helped you, subscribe and join me here on Goodness Diary every Friday. We are not becoming people who live for applause. Until next Friday, keep becoming.